Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great evening here on Monday. I thought that it would be fun tonight to talk to you about two things that we find very important in our culture for organization. We also think it's kind of funny that our friend Michael Hyatt is doing his show, which has 1 billion followers on it, in about 15 minutes. So we're considering ourselves the pregame to his big Facebook Live events on Monday nights. So anyhow, what I want to do is just share with you a couple things tonight that I think are really, really important to organization. I touched on one of these, if you happen to watch a couple weeks ago, on gossip and how we just really don't like gossip as an organization. And we have new employees that come in that share with us that one of the things that they feel about our organization that's unique from the onset is that we're a genuine organization, that they find that the politics or the bureaucracy that they find in other organizations just isn't there in our company. And that's by design. And what we found, if you want to develop a healthy culture, whether that's a virtual culture and all your organization's remote, or you have a company culture with a brick and mortar place, you can eliminate that by basically just creating a really solid stance against gossip. In our organization, gossip, we believe, is kind of an enemy, and so our team looks out for it. We root it out and we fight for it. And we have a really simple policy in our business: if you gossip, you will be removed from our company. And it sounds harsh, but it is. It's there on purpose, and we don't allow folks to gossip in our business. I've had to unfortunately remove a person from our organization because of this. We do take it very serious. It's in our handbook. We make it really clear. The definition for us, if you say, well, that's great, Brian, but what does gossip actually mean? Gossip for us is really simple. The definition looks like this: you are telling somebody, or you're taking a problem to somebody that can do nothing with it. That's in essence what gossip is. It's taking it to somebody that's a peer to you, or maybe somebody down the organization from you. The right way to handle a problem in our business to avoid gossip is just to simply take that issue up. And that's what we teach our team. We do our very best to help them understand that you can do that with your leaders. We welcome that. It could be another leader if you need to, if you're uncomfortable taking it to your current leader. But that's what's very important to us in our company, is that when you have an issue, and we have them from time to time, it's just to simply take it up. And that's how you handle your issues, not take it sideways or down. When that happens, you basically are taking it to people that can do nothing about it. And so for us, we just are very adamant that this is something we won't tolerate in an organization. And we learned this. I learned this for the first time from Dave Ramsey's organization back in 2012. We were at an Entre Leadership event, and I saw how they handled it, and I was so impressed by that. There is something that we look after in organization as well to help facilitate people that maybe sometimes can't take it to their boss or take it to their manager. They don't feel comfortable taking it to some other leader in our business. We jokingly call it, but reality is we call it Switzerland. It's a safe place for our employees. It's our HR department. If you were watching last week, Krisha Bueller, who runs our human resources for our business, she and another person, Carolyn, kind of act as the Switzerland to our business. And what our hope is, when an employee maybe has something that's very sensitive, or they're very frustrated with their manager, or they feel like they can't take it up, rather than them going sideways or down, they can take that to Switzerland. And that's, again, it's a safe harbor. It's a neutral place that we've created where they can basically work out the issue where appropriate. And we trust our HR people to navigate that in a very appropriate way. In the same way we want all of our employees to be treated like adults. We want them to act like adults with sensitive information or things that are tough. And every business and every organization has that. So we want to make sure that that is in place. Another thing too, what we found is that when you have a place like this, a safe harbor, it creates a safeguard against gossip. And it basically helps lower the fever, if you will, on a particular issue. Something else that we teach regarding Switzerland, or before you actually go to Switzerland and say you can't, maybe you have an issue with somebody that's a peer in your business or someone that's below you, what you can do, what we call it, is our rules of engagement. And it's really simple. Our rules of engagement are like this. I assume trust in my coworker, in my teammate, and someone that's on my team. I yield that up. That is our default, is to assume trust. In a lot of organizations I've worked up with in the past, or you may have worked in the past, you might find that or maybe in a current organization you're part of right now, that there's an air of suspicion. Everything you do seems to be under a microscope. Like you can't do anything right, or there's gossip on the side, or something like that. What we want in our organization is to create a healthy environment of culture. So we basically work with our employees and do our very best to encourage them, and then live that out as leaders to trust versus create suspicion. And then when there is maybe a gap in something that, a person promised something and then they didn't come through with it, what we want to do with our employees, including myself as a leader, is I want to fill that gap of trust. And so that's part of our rules of engagement. And then the other part of that is not just to simply fill the gap of trust and hope everything works out. My job then is to come to you and verify, to ask you questions, to say, hey, you promised me this, where is that? Or whatever the issue might be. But I'm going to assume the very best, because you're an adult, I'm an adult, that things happen. So when I come to you, I'm going to assume trust. Now, where Switzerland comes in is if you've done that, you've assumed trust, you fill the gap of trust, you've come to this person and you verified in the organization, and there's still a problem. At that point, you need to take the problem up. Take it to a leader, you need to take it to Switzerland. So that's in essence what we do, and we work through with our organization. We teach them how to kind of create a healthy culture. Now, why that's so important in our business is because everybody works from home. We have a growing, vibrant corporate team in Metro Atlanta, and no offices. So it'd be very easy for things to slip through the cracks, or for a culture to be eroded because of it. Instead, we just decide that we're going to trust people and treat them like adults, and I find, they hunger for that as well. And I would imagine that in an organization you're part of, you probably would hunger for that as well. Or you may enjoy that right now because of some safeguards or some things that were put in place for your organization. So that's it. That's the two things that we think are very important to, there's many other things, but these are the two kind of that are top of mind for me in protecting your culture and creating a really genuine culture for your business. I'm battling a cold, so I apologize for sniffling in your face tonight. I hope that you're having a great evening, and if you could, for our Monday motivations, if you could please like that share button, like the like button and hit the share button and share with your friends and coworkers and friends. We would very much appreciate that. I hope you all are having a great evening, and we'll see you next Monday. Take care.